off with the standard. But like I said, it's better to hear from the chairman himself. How was it possible for them to put the pitch, and has the pitch been ascertained and was to be qualified by the football authorities in the country, where the Premier League is going to be played in Bako Stadium. So we're going to sit back and hear from the fish's mouth. Want to invite you to stay tuned. Just give us some moments where we have the chairman is getting comments to give us the feel of what we are expecting. Like I said, the darling team, Niger Tornadoes, will be playing at home from the news we are having, but not yet confirmed yet. Until the chairman comes in here, we're going to have more confirmation from him. So stay tuned. listener, we sincerely like to apologize for keeping you waiting. Our guest, because of traffic, couldn't make it earlier, but he will be here in just a jiffy and we'll commence the discussion. And like I said, the guest we are going to have this bright and promising Wednesday morning is Dr. Kuso, Dr. Abdullahi Kuso, who is the chairman of the New-Niger Tornadoes. It is a new management, new team, new spirit. So we're going to hear from the new management of Niger Tornadoes. What do they have on ground? What should football lovers in Niger State be expecting from the new management, the new club, the new players, and virtually new things that we are seeing coming up from the Tornadoes family? So we're going to have that from the new chairman, and we are inviting you to stay tuned. Most importantly, the sport lovers, sport, they said, is one of those unifying factors. Yes, we can see how, when you come to watch the game of football or any other sport, in that spirit, the issue of tribe, religion, and all other sentiments is used to be kept in abeyance. And we come together to pursue one goal, which is having the result, having the fun of it. So we are happy that the Tornadoes is having new management, and a whole lot of stories have been on the air, but we want to hear from the fish's mouth, the chairman himself. Many people want to hear what preparation have they have on ground, because before the end of last season, there have been fears that Tornadoes will be taken out of Bakokontagwa Stadium to another pitch in another state because of the complaints, the poor pitch and other facilities that are not in place. Has those facilities been fixed, and has it met the standard required by the football authority in the country? What is the new spirits the Tornadoes is going to greet its own fans and face the campaign with? These are some of the things that we will want to hear from the chairman, so that people can prepare their minds. Is Tornadoes only want to remain, their membership of the Nigerian Football Premier League, or they want to do something different this time around? It's been quite very long Tornadoes have lifted a cup, be it the Premier League or Challenge Cup or any of the tournaments. So what is happening? Is this new management that comes with new spirits is capable of motivating the players to actually do the right thing? Again, we want to hear, because in game of football, it is not all about the players. There are different component parts that make up a whole. We have the players, we have the coaching crew, we have the management, we have the supporters, we have the fans, and we have those people who actually want to transact business. So every component part of this make importance. Again, one very important aspect of the component is the media. The media too play a very important role to make sure that information is sent to all the nooks and crannies for people to get to know. So we want to get to hear what new spirit has been injected into this year's campaign, so that we are going to prepare well for the league. We still want to, apologize to our listeners for the hitch. It wasn't our own doing, but I believe as soon as the chairman stepped into the studio, the little time we have to discuss is going to give us a very, very enormous and robust information that we will keep at mind, with which we should go to the stadium and support the darling team Niger Tornadoes. Again, it's not all about Tornadoes, as Niger Tornadoes is preparing other clubs in the Premier League are also preparing, and everybody is having its own targets. Again, we want to find out what targets has the Niger Tornadoes set up for its players for the team in this campaign? Do they want to end? Do they want to lift the Premier League 2026-2027 football Premier League in the country, or do they want to maintain the first 3 or 4th position so that they can go to Intercontinental, or do they want to maintain their stay in the Premier League, or do they just want to escape the relegation zone, just like what happened in the last season when Tornadoes narrowly escaped the relegation zone? Unfortunately, when they started well. Tornadoes at a point in last campaign, they were sometimes in 2nd and 3rd position, only for them to struggle to get themselves, bail from that relegation zone. And there are a lot of complaints of greeted that that last year's campaign. Some people put much blame on the technical crew. Some people blame the management. Some people blame, the pitch, because at a point there was a threat of taking Tornadoes out of their town to another ground, just like what we have in the previous campaigns. So this time around, would the players have the cause to complain about pitch if the pitch is being, remodeled to meet the standard? Would they complain? What would be the complaint now? On the other side, the management and the government, have they prepared a very good package for the players? Because this is one of the motivating factors in game of football. You need to get the players motivated financially, morally, financially, and otherwise, so that they can go into the pitch within the 90 days. They do a wonderful things. So what preparation in terms of the motivation have been put in place against the coaching crew? Are they getting 100% chance to work as technical as they should be? As they are going to be interference? Because in the last campaign, the coaching crew have actually complained of interference from different individuals. Sometimes the coach refuses calls from every angle. Everybody wants his own player to be featured so that he will be celebrated at the Bako Kontagora Memorial Stadium. Will that repeat itself? Will this management have they taken learned lesson from that? Because like as we said, the last management, coaching crew complained speedily about interference, but they have actually been keeping the issue not until they have very unpleasant results, and the committee has to be set up to find out why the Tornadoes from 1st, 2nd position in the first stanza, in the 2nd stanza, they have to battle to save themselves from relegation. Otherwise, have our guests in the studio, I think, yes. listeners of Badeggi Radio, thank you very much for staying tuned. Like we promised you, we're going to have the chairman of Niger Tornadoes Football Club, and he is already seated on the hot seats, and he's going to do justice to some of the questions we're going to have for him. You're welcome to the studio.
It's a pleasure being in the studio this morning.
Yes, who do we have? Let's hear from the fishes mouth.
Kuso, the chairman, Niger Tornadoes Management Committee.
Yes. Well, let me say New-Niger Tornadoes.
New-Niger Tornadoes, yes.
New management.
New management.
New coaching crew.
New coaching crew.
New stadium.
New stadium.
What prompted that idea?
New-Niger Tornadoes, we know Niger Tornadoes is our darling team.
No.
And it's a club we've been watching right from childhood. And today, by Allah's grace, we are at the aims of 5 years. I sincerely wish to appreciate His Excellency, Former Governor Omar Mohamed Bago, for finding me worthy of being the chairman of Niger Tornadoes. And when we resumed, the first thing I put into consideration is a befitting stadium. And you know, Former Governor Omar Bago is still of New Niger, so I felt there's also a need for New Tornadoes Stadium as well. Because our first meeting with the NFF for chairman of clubs, they were hammering Tornadoes. Start thinking of where you play your matches. At this time around, we won't cut corner. We won't approve your stadium because it's not a befitting stadium. And I told them categorically that this is a new era. I'm assuring them that Niger Tornadoes will play their home matches in Baokonto Stadium. That was 40 days ago. I resumed on the 7th of last June. And the first thing I did, I say, His Excellency, we've been threatened by NFF that the Niger Tornadoes will have to leave Mina. And I say, what do we do? I say, Excellency, we need to fix Baokonto. I say, Kuso, go ahead. Immediately, and that's how we swing into action. And today, everyone that sees Niger Tornadoes, a project that they felt is unachievable. Today, Baokonto Stadium is one of the best stadiums in Nigeria today. And by His grace, Tornadoes will kickstart their training for the next season on Saturday in the pitch, inshallah.
So, what of the work been completed, or certain percentage?
The work is 99.9 completed.
You mean the stadium is now ready?
The dressing room is ready, 100%. The structure has been rehabilitated, and the pitch is ready to kickstart. Inshallah.
So, yes, thank you very much, Chairman, once again. What will Nigerites expect from New-Niger Tornadoes in this campaign?
The Premiership title or a continental ticket, that's the least we can give Nigerites, inshallah.
So it's either you come first or be among the first 3?
Yes, inshallah. It's achievable. I will prove them right by defeating Eyimba hands down, inshallah.
Which team are you playing first at home?
Eyimba, FC of Abba.
So Eyimba is going to be your litmus test to the campaign?
There's nothing like litmus test. I started playing matches. It's a continuous process. It's a continuous building. I'm sure you are ready for the new season. It wasn't an easy task because when I came to Tornadoes, almost all the good players were sold out. So the best thing I could do is to restart again. Alhamdulillah, today, just came back from Alam Cup where we lost to Kwara United at the penalty shootout. And people that saw it knew that we are headed. We don't speak our work and our actions. The work speaks for itself. I don't want to brag too much, but I'm assuring Nigeria that Niger Tornadoes have a team. I will win the Premiership and also give you intercontinental ticket.
Okay, where Niger Tornadoes has been a darling team for donkey years, and it has been playing late. And you are now coming. What do you want to do different to change the narrative? Because for quite very long now,
I've started doing it differently now by renovating the stadium that need to be renovated 30 years ago. At least with that is a legacy project that Mr. Governor have left for us. That I will be boldly enough to brag that yes, during my time, with the support of His Excellency, Niger State New-Niger Tornadoes and may have a synthetic stadium.
Okay, this pre-season campaign we've seen, you've been carrying the media alone, so much so that the pre-season is not something that used to be so fun. But this time around, we can see the way players having fun, and even some supporters club, some of the members of supporters have been with you in the pre-season campaign. The starting is good. What is the assurance that you're going to maintain the spirit?
Niger Tornadoes belong to all Nigerites, and that's why we call it our darling team. There is nothing to hide. It's an open thing. Nigerites must know what's happening in Niger Tornadoes because we learn a lot from the spectators' analysis and advices. There was a player we brought, we thought is good, but when we went there, he was not good enough. And the supporters told us that this player is an average player, but we thought he was good. But when we went there, it came out. So without being open, we would think maybe we'll have a team. Then we'll enter the season and it becomes something else. So that's why we left it open. It belongs to everybody. And each and every Nigerite have the right to know what's happening in Tornadoes, and they will know. And I'm assuring you, I'm a media person, and we must show the world what His Excellency Farmer Governor Umar Muhammadu Bagwe is doing in time of sports. So we must blow it off so that everybody will see that Farmer Governor is a sport-loving governor. A lot have been invested in Niger Tornadoes, and is still investing. So it is taxpayers' money. So they need to know how their money is being run and how the activity is going on.
So you mean there's going to be transparency?
Transparency, as I said. It's going to be transparent. We'll continue engaging media to cover as it is, not to panabit. Cover as it is, we show it up so that we can get, and that is why we can see in our social media handles, any player we are buying, we are signing, we post it to the social media handle so that we can hear the views of people. As I said, we might think it's good, but people's, and so far so good. We've been having very, very good feedback from people, and it's helping the technical crew, and it's also helping the management as well.
Okay.
For the
Okay, so far the team you're having now, thank God you said you're going to make it transparent and open, and you collect views. From the views you're getting now, comparatively, this new crop of players you're having, compared to the one that ended last campaign, how do you see their capacity?
To be fair to the previous team, it's not easy. Rome was not built in a day.
Yes. And
the previous Niger Tornadoes have been together for a very long time. The blending is there, the game is there. We're just trying our best to see how we can also build up a team after having some players left. But I'm assuring you that Niger Tornadoes is here for good, and we shall achieve what we want to achieve. We shall.
Okay, there's one issue that is of concern. So most importantly, the indigenous players. Even though this is a professional league where you can go even off the shore of the country to bring in players from anywhere in the world, but you have your own players here. What did you intend to do with the home-based players who we want to co-opt into the team? Sometimes they complain about not having enough opportunity to be, incorporated into the team.
I think it would be unfair to our management if people are saying that we didn't give them time. The club belongs to everyone. And when we came on board, we left the camp open, and we had more than 80 people come for trials. A majority are Nigerites. The coach has his own way of thinking, and one thing we must have at the back of our mind, we came with a target. We didn't come for trials. We came with a target of either winning the Premiership or getting a continental ticket. And Premiership, as you said, Nigerian Professional Football League, has to do with experience and the technical know-how of playing the game. So we can't just say we have all the we have to give. Yeah, I'm sure I can tell you categorically that presently, out of the 40-man list I'll release anytime soon, 25 players are from outside, while 15 are from home-based players. We have talents in Niger State, but it's a gradual process. That is why you can see yesterday we just unveiled the technical crew of the feeder team, so that we can start building process. We are building a process whereby our feeder team in the next 4 or 5 years, our feeder teams, our feeder players can be promoted to the senior team. So it's a process. But for now, we have a target. That's why we bought new players. But as I told you, we have 25 players we brought from outside with experience, while we have 15 1Bs. At least it's a fair start for us. And people will now see that, yes, it's not about religion, it's not about tribe, it's not about Niger Tornadoes Football Club. So, and for you to get a result, you must go around the club to get the best out of the best.
Okay, thank you very much for all that. There is one issue again, motivation of the players. Last season, there have been some complaints about players, even though, in fairness to the state government, so when it comes to prompt payment of salary of the players monthly, Niger State is the best. Tornadoes is the best when it comes to prompt payment. But the money, when you want to compare, for instance, Oyimba players, when they came, head to head, what you are giving the players of Oyimba and that of Tornadoes, and you want them to compete favorably. What are you doing in terms of motivation of resources financially?
When we came on board, the first thing I look into is the players' welfare.
Okay.
Because we have a target, and the target is to win the league or continental. You cannot win the league or get continental ticket without the welfare of the players. So what we did was to look at their salaries. And I can tell you categorically that last month there was a little improvement on the salary of the players from the little available resources to be. And as God will have it, as told you, have a very supportive governor, Farmer Omar Muhammad Bago. We sat down, I told him, sir, the money coming is not enough to pay salary. And he said, don't worry. So that's a thing of a past. By His grace, I'll support you. And we gave him a moment. And by His grace, we're hoping to see improvement in the resources coming to Niger Tornadoes. And as I said, this is a New-Niger Tornadoes.
Yes.
You testify yourself that the welfare of players have been taken care of. Go to the camp. Take it so as a media, go to the camp. We've remodeled the camp. What we did in camp is, it was a room and parlor. But we turned it to room and parlor self-contained with their toilets, with water heaters, each room with television, with all the basic amenities you need in a hotel that you think of. I can assure you that today you go and check for yourself. Niger Tornadoes camp is between 1 and 50 in Nigeria today. Go there and see for yourself. Won't blow up trumpet by yourself.
Yes, my colleague wants to have.
All right, thank you very much, Chairman, for coming in. There was a recent contract given out to Kabiru Dogo, I think being the starman of the team currently, who we are hoping that is going to take us, to the promised land. Now, what informed this decision, to give Kabiru Dogo this 3-year contract?
When I came on board, I had a choice of choosing the best technical advisor to lead Tornadoes to his glory land. 3 coaches were shortlisted. I constituted a committee to look into their profiles. And as God will have it, even before Kabiru Dogo won his continental, the FA Cup, President Cup, he was shortlisted by the committee of 5 men. And he came first. And that is what prompted me to give him, because one thing in appointing a technical advisor, you must put experience of the league forward. Kabiru Dogo has been a consistent coach in the Premiership, in the NPFL. He has coached not less than 6 clubs. So if you look at his consistency had made him have the experience. If you look at, for instance, Premiership, why is Manchester United struggling today since Alex Ferguson left? It's because Alex Ferguson knows about the league. He knows everything about the league. So when other came now, they couldn't meet up because of the lack of experience. So those are one of those things you need to consider. Kabiru Dogo have the experience of the league. He has been in the consistent year in, year out, being a coach in the NPFL. So that's what prompted, and that experience we look at with his CV, coupled with the fact that if a relegation threatened Wiki Tories, can participate in a tournament of 87 clubs and went unbeaten to win the President Cup. So tell me, how do you rate him? Is it by rating by the club going to relegation, or by winning the President Cup, which is a knockout tournament?
And probably his previous records.
Yes. And anybody that knows why Wiki Tories went to relegation is because of the technicalities, management crisis. That's what made them. So people are saying he took Wiki Tories to. Has he ever taken a club to relegation? If not Wiki Tories, but if he took Wiki Tories, El Kenemi to relegation, he won President Cup where 87 clubs participated. So it is because of his record and CV that's what prompted us to appoint him as technical advisor. And since he came, he has been performing wonderfully well.
Okay, very quickly before we open the phone line, okay, my colleague want to ask one question very quickly. There's one issue, they say experience is the best teacher. And I must tell you that the technical crew has some issues, probably some of the issues are, probably, I don't know, the Kabir Uduga faced in his last team, interference in terms of, technical work.
That is what affected him in LKN.
Yes, so even in Tornadoes, I must tell you, this is because committee have been set up to look at what make Tornadoes to have that,
previous, right?
Yes, privilege
so go ask very
to have
well.
That result.
Go and ask very well. Don't say I'm cutting you short. Go ask very well.
There was
I don't know the name of players. All I do is I don't know who is playing first 11, who doesn't play first 11. I've never interfered in the selection.
So are you assuring us that we're going to have history of
my work as a management is to oversee what the technical team, give them what they need and give them target. If I'm giving the technical crew target of winning the premiership and or winning or getting a ticket, if I interfere, it won't be now. We have it in the rating. If you didn't give me this, I'm sacking you. So I have to give you open room, give you all the players you needed, and at the end of the day, if you give me contrary, I sack you and bring somebody. So that is why I can say boldly, go and ask questions. I've never interfered in their selection.
Okay, give a half question.
Yes, you talked about how much the government has spent. The government has spent a lot of money coming in now. What effort are you going to make sure that we have sponsorship, private sponsorship coming into the club to at least lift some burdens off the government?
By next season, Nigeria Tornadoes will become its all self-funding club. Just came back from Turkey. As you can see, I'm wearing Antalya Sport GC. We just signed partnership with Antalya Sport. And part of the deal is player transfer, infrastructural development, and kits as well. So most of our kits will be from Antalya Sport. Every season, we sign a contract of taking 3 players to sign for professionals and not for trials. We also have 5 players every year that will take from the feeder team that will go between 16 and 18 years, that will go there and also spend like 1 year, 2 years. Firstly, they enter the school. From school, when they are 18, they sign professional contracts. So I believe if you have a good market now, you don't need to give government the body. You need to let's start running Niger Tornadoes as a professional football club, not all the beats on the government. Football is one of the most expensive venture. And if you parade good players, it's business. You sell them. If you sell a player for 1 million euros, you are selling as 1.5 billion. How much is our budget for the year? So we need to start thinking outside the box. So also, after Antalya, there is a club, Denim, that are collaborating with MLS of America. We also start with that the same way we are doing. So in the next 5 days, 2 of our players will be going there to sign their professional contract. Then in the next 3 weeks, we will take our first set of 5 youth players from here that will be appointed, that will be admitted into the academy. Between the age of 16 and 18, they will go to school, be playing, also time that they can be ripe to stand there. So I'm assuring you that this collaborative effort will take the financial burden off the government.
Okay, but Badeggi Radio is a global radio everywhere, and the last time management we had a partnership with the management of New-Niger Tornadoes. What plans do you have to partnership with the radio? We give update and we do a lot of things. Media, like you said, I respect your idea of actually working with media, and we've seen how far you've gone in terms of bringing media. But this is Badeggi Radio. What partnership?
Partnership continues.
Well, I think listeners, we want to they will be very much eager to talk. Before I call you, I address you as, transformative kuso of new tornadoes. But we wait for some times. Let's hear the callers first. Hello. Oh, we lost, of course. 09138579001. We are looking at 2026-2027 Nigerian Football Premier League, and with New-Niger Tornadoes Management, Dr. Kuso is here. Hello. Please, can you turn down the volume of your radio set, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. You please advance from the audio box so that your echo doesn't...
Don't worry. I'm somewhere.
Thank you.
My regards to the new chairman.
It's listening.
I only have my concern is about this floodlight. What is it about the floodlight? And I'm wishing the team a successful
outing
matches. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's have some next questions. The floodlight, in terms of, sometimes we play, night match. Yes.
The floodlight.
Yes. Hello. Nakwana.
Sabon chairman ina maka fata alheri.
Yeah, good, yeah.
To abin da zan gaya maka baka iya ba, Allah ya iya, Allah ya ma. Kuma ka samu babban aiki a gaba. Sai ka yi haƙuri, za ka ta jin soke-soke na mutane. Saboda don abin da ke mutum ke nema ba kullum ya dinga ganin kanshi a saman gado ba ne. Rana ɗaya dai ga kanshi ya ce ya gaji na son kwana a ƙasa. To amma yau mu da muke ne line muna san yau Tornadoes ta fi haka, amma ka san mutanen ne na supporters ba mu da haƙuri. Idan wani abu ya zo, in ka zo yanzu da sa'a ya fi sammako, kuma aka ake so. Yau gobe jibi gata duk yanda kake zaka ga kayi duro, amma mutane ba za su yi patient ba saboda rashin yin haƙuri. A'a, a taya ka da addu'a shine maganar gaskiya ne jala, saboda ni ban taba sanin ka ba, amma ina maka fatan alheri. Allah ya baka iko yin haka.
Muna godiya. Let's take one more call, then we give opportunity to respond to the question so that they give us. But very very quickly, respond to the first caller issue of.
Yeah, the floodlight. We are working on it as well.
Okay, sorry. Let's take this call. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. We can hear. Go ahead and make your contribution, please. Your name.
Chairman, thanks be to Almighty Allah that started with this great responsibility. I am by name Allah W. Kadri. My candid advice, I just want to ask one small question. Issue of our players. Hope the way you are tying the technical advisor to a long-term contract, same should apply to the players, because most of the former players, some come in on loan, some are just short contracts, and to build a team, you need a longer-term foresight. Please, what are you doing about that issue? Thank you.
Okay, because of want of time, let's hear you.
Okay, on the floodlight, initially we intended playing our first match at night.
Okay.
But unfortunately, there are some technical things that we need to do, which by His grace, we are showing Nigeria that between our first 5 home matches, we'll play one at home at night so that we can test the new equipment there. Also on the players' contract. Yeah, when we came on board, we went through the contract, why some players left, and realized that there are some little challenges that made them leave. So we worked on the challenges. So what we do now is we give contract based on your age. The young ones that we feel will be very important to us, we give them a longer period of contract. While the experienced ones that we felt age is not by their side, either we give them 1 year with optional additional 1 year, or we give them 2 years. Because age is not by the side. Some of them have been in the league for the past 10, 15 years. So we need them because of their experience so that they can guide the new players we are injecting into the team. So I'm assuring you, we are looking at the security of keeping a player, which is the sign-on fee. The moment you buy a player without paying for his papers, he felt he's not under any obligation to complete his contract. So we'll look into that, and by His grace, before the league starts, we'll commit most of them with some percentage of their contract so that we'll fully own them, so that what happened previously will not happen again.
Okay, I had wanted to answer this call so that you be the last call we receive because of time. That's why we are taking it this. So I think the last one was just an advice, right? Yes. So Do we have more time to take a call? Let's pick one. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Ya device da zan ba ni siya.
Na'am.
Saboda muna jin tornado since 1979.
Ba ma jin ka.
Ni kuma na jin kwa.
To go ahead. You have 1 minute.
So advice da zan ba shi. Muna ji ko?
Muna ji.
So ya iya toshe kundin shi because zai haya ko ta ina. Saboda haka ya yi kokari ya yi abun nan da ya kamata. Shi ne kawai.
To muna godiya.
Wani can bai yi ba.
To muna godiya. Doctor, because of want of time, our time is already fast spent. So what will be your message generally? A lot of resources have been injected, and we begin to see some of it even before the league. So what is now your call to the players, to the fans, and most importantly supporters club, because they too are very important. They follow you through the
My
club.
message will go to supporters and the fans as they should all look at us as humans. We are bound to make mistakes. We just came on board, and they should have that belief and trust in us. And we are assuring them we shall make them happy. The trust is what matters, and the belief also is what matters as well. So I want to plead with them to believe in the team and to give the team the support needed so that we can deliver on the mandate given to us by His Excellency, Former Governor Umar Muhammadu Bago, and to make Nigerians happy that owns the Darling team.
How about the new facilities?
The facilities will be, well...
I mean, they are own. They should own up.
No, we have to own it. The facility belongs to Niger Lights. It belongs to Niger Tornadoes. So we need to own it and make sure that we don't vandalize it.
Yes.
That is my advice to Niger and the facility.
So thank you very much, Dr. Kuso, the chairman, Niger Tornadoes Football Club of Mina. And we hope and pray that the target you set for the team, either having the Premier League Cup or having continental tickets. We hope Nigerites, football fans, will give you the support. And those new equipment, with this fourth of its kind, we're going to play on synthetic grass. So I think it is very important that they take care of it. And the media again, I believe they too will help in disseminating information so that Tornado will get to the greater high. I want to appreciate you for coming. Listeners, this is where... Okay?
Well, yes, real quick, sir. Somebody just sent a message and he said, when are we going to see our Niger Tornadoes players representing the Super Eagles team?
Players?
Yes. It's a gradual process. Once you build a good team, naturally it will come.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, listener, for taking your time to listen to this program. We don't have much time. If not, we have a lot of program. But like you've just heard from the chairman, the partnership continues. We shall be bringing him in here, and like we are usually used to do, we'll be giving you some updates and the match each time they are playing home match. When it is time, probably we'll be featuring him with the chairman if he's in the stadium, or some of the sport analysts we used to feature. This is where the package of the program falls today. We want to appreciate you until tomorrow, when we shall be here with another interesting package for the program. I am Usman Apaya. Thank you.